Hi everyone, today's video is just on this blinged out set of baby boomer nails. So this first part of the video where I'm prepping the nails, I decided to leave it in real time just because I think it's really satisfying watching nail prep. And I've had some quite positive responses in the past, and when I've left nail prep in real time. Obviously if you do find this boring, then you can just skip ahead to the acrylic application. But so here, this is a new client of mine. This is her first time to me, and she kindly let me film her. So her nails, she told me she hasn't worn anything on her nails since November last year. So yeah, she's got quite a lot of skin coming off here, so nice and satisfying. And I'm scraping that off with my Navy Pro Efile tool first, and then after I've done that, I'm going to start using my Efile and my cuticle bit to take any more dead skin off the nail plate. So as usual, I've got my rotation to clockwise while I go anti-clockwise around the left side of all the nails, and then once I've done that, I'll switch my rotations to anti-clockwise and go round clockwise on the right side of the nail. When I do this, I have my Efile set to a speed of about 8, so not too high, it's still pretty low, but it's not as low as when I do my sanding band, because that's a lot more abrasive. This is just removing the skin, so I have it slightly higher so it's more effective. I'm just coming in with my sanding band. This is a medium grit sanding band from Kirsty Meakin's website, and I'm using her mandrel bit as well. Pretty much all of my bits, apart from my cuticle bits that I'm using at the moment, are by Kirsty Meakin. I absolutely love them. They are expensive, but I think that they're worth it. We'll see how long they last. I think that they'll last a really long time, and they look good as well. Like, you can't deny that the little Swarovski crystals on top of the bits don't look cute. But yeah, so I'm just removing the shine and etching the nail plate really gently, just tickling over the nail, and my Efile is set to a speed of 3 when I do this, so it's really, really low. And now I'm just going to come in with my cuticle nippers here and nip away any of the dead cuticle that we've pushed back. I'm not using my Navy Pro nippers this time because they actually broke recently, so I had to send them off to get repaired. So I actually grabbed these from Boots. I think I was in there getting some bits going for my holiday that I'm going on in a couple of days, and I just thought, oh, I need a pair of cuticle nippers, so I just grabbed a pair. This brand is like by a brand whose makeup brushes I've bought before. I think they're called like Masked or something. They're actually really good. So yeah, that's what I'm using to nip the cuticles today. And now I'm just tidying up my client's free edge of her natural nails with a couple of swipes of my hand file. I'm using the 180 side. I think on the other side of this file I've got 150. I normally prefer to have 100 on one side and 180 on the other, but when I was getting my refills they were out of stock at the 100, so I've got a pack of 150 to get through. But I mean, to be honest, it does the same job for me, to be honest, so it doesn't really make too much difference. So I've actually sped the video up now, because otherwise this video would have been like an hour long, because this set took, I think in total this set took me about 2 hours and 20 minutes start to finish. I don't work mega fast, and so don't be worried if you don't work mega fast. If you work in a salon, I get that you need a little bit of speed, but you know, I work from home, so I can take as long as I want, really. And if people don't want to sit for that long, then they don't need to come to me. So yeah, I've measured up all my tips and stuck them on with some nail glue. I cut them down to the length that she wants, and now I've just snipped off the corners there, just to kind of get them filed into this coffin shape a bit easier. So once I've done all that, I decide to blend them a little bit with my sanding band, and then once I've done that, I'm going to dust them off and come in with my dehydrator and my primer. The line that I'm using today is Diamond Nail Supplies, and I'm using the Diamond Nail Supplies brush as well. I'm just popping my thin clear base down first, and then I'm going to come in with the white, which is called Brilliance, and I'm going to apply that to all of the nails before I come in with my nude colour. I think I have mentioned this before in previous videos, but I'll mention it again. When I put my first bead of nude down on my ombres, I like to put it sort of where the white fades out, and then I come in with my cuticle bead, just to make sure that, you know, you've got a nice blend and you're not really seeing any shadowing coming through the nail. Obviously, if you do struggle with ombre, then just work in smaller beads until you get the hang of it. So once my ombre is on, I'm going to encapsulate all of the nails with clear acrylic. Oh, I forgot to say that colour nude that I was using is called Sassy. it's a bit like Nudist, I think, or Nude Ambition, but it's got like a nice gold shimmer in it. So yeah, that was the nude. So yeah, I'm encapsulating all the nails just to protect that blend from filing and just to make sure that I've got my apex in the right place. And the brush that I'm using, I think today, was the size 10 brush. So into the filing now, I'm just tidying up my sidewalls and free edge with my hand file, and then I'm going to try and blend my cuticle area a little bit with this bit from Kirsty Meakin. This is a secret weapon bit, that nice point I can get right into where the acrylic meets the natural nail. And then I'm using, I can't remember what this bit's called. I think it's a medium grit though, and I'm just kind of using this to like kind of debulk and make sure that like my structure's in the right place, and then I'm going to refine with my hand file. So as usual, I start my hand file. Well, actually no, I started on the cuticle on this one. I don't know why. Sometimes I start at the cuticle. Most of the time I start at the over the body of the nail, or the tip of the nail if you like. But yeah, so I'm just going to refine all of those with my hand file. I'm just going to give them a quick buff and then dust them off before I start applying the crystals. So the adhesive that I'm using to apply my flat back crystals is the base glue from Glitter Bells. I'm just using a wax tool to pick up my crystals. The crystals that I buy are from Scatter Crystals. This was a mix of Crystal AB and Crystal, all different sizes. I'm in bed, so I'm struggling to think of what I'm trying to say. I'm having a bit of a brain fart moment, but I wanted to get this voiceover done before I went away, because you know, I like to do voiceovers like in private, like not in front of people. Anyway, so I'm applying some shape crystals here, some point back chatons and a square one. I'm using acrylic to stick them down because they won't really hold with resin, it won't be strong enough. So yeah, once all of those on, I decided to put in these, I don't know what you call, do you call these caviar beads, or I don't know if you call them other names anyway, like little silver caviar beads. And what I did was put a bit of no wipe top coat down where I wanted the beads to go. Then I dipped my wet brush into the beads and then just kind of set them into that wet top coat, and then got my client to cure them, and then I come in with my top coat afterwards. And then I use just a little fine detail brush once I've got the majority of the top coat on, just to kind of go around any little gaps in the crystals, just to make sure that they stay set in place. And we've finished with some cuticle oil, and this is the finished look. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to check out my competition, guys. I'll leave a link for it. Bye.